Hello and welcome to NDTV 24/7. I'm Rohit Wellington. Let's begin with our top story. Narendra Giri, the head of a top religious body, Akhil Bharatiya Akhada Parishad, one of the largest religious bodies of saints in the country, has been found dead at his home in Prayagraj. The police have said that an initial investigation has found a suicide note whose contents are being studied. One of the disciples of Narendra Giri has been detained from Haridwar in connection with this case. That's what the police have said.
मुझे तो विश्वास नहीं हो रहा कि महाराज जी आत्महत्या कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आत्महत्या की है, किसी ने ऐसी परिस्थिति की है, पैदा की है, तो उसको भी बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। कोई जांच की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, हर जांच की जाएगी। लेकिन अभी तो मैं समाचार से ही बहुत दुखी हूँ। पूरी चीज़ें समझने के लिए मैं प्रयागराज जा रहा हूँ और जा कर के मैं जो भी कदम उठाना होगा सरकार के स्तर से वह भी उठाएंगे।
जो लग रहा है कि ये आत्महत्या है और उनका सुसाइड नोट भी मिला है, जिसमें उन्होंने पूरी बात अपने आश्रम के बारे में क्या करना है, एक तरह से अपना वसीयतनामा लिखा है और ये दुखद है। हम आप सभी से विनम्र अनुरोध करते हैं कि शांति बनाएं। उनकी दुखद मृत्यु हुई है, हमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन हम कर रहे हैं और जो होगा आगे हम विवेचना से जो होगा हम आगे की कार्रवाई करेंगे। जिस सुसाइड नोट में उन्होंने पूरा अपना वसीयत की तरह लिखा है कि वो किसको क्या देंगे, कैसे क्या करेंगे, किसका ध्यान रखना, हमारे शिष्यों का ध्यान रखना, अभी हम पढ़ रहे हैं, उसको अध्ययन कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने आत्महत्या लिखा है कि मैंने आत्महत्या की और वो किसी अपने शिष्य से दुखी थे, जिसके बारे में उन्होंने ऐसा प्रथम दृष्टया लग रहा है।
The other big story, the government has said that India will resume the export and donations of surplus COVID vaccines from next month. Now, this announcement comes ahead of Prime Minister Modi's visit to the United States, where the issue was likely to be raised by President Joe Biden.
Just days after setting a global record of over 2.5 crore vaccinations in just one day, India has said that it will resume vaccine exports as early as next month. India is known as the vaccine factory of the world and had promised supplies to the WHO program COVAX, which had paid Serum Institute of India $300 million a year ago. But in April, all exports of vaccines were halted because of heavy criticism by states that they were running out of doses. Serum Institute still owes 18 crore doses to the COVAX coalition.
हमारी ज़रूरियात को पूरी करके अधिक प्रोडक्शन करेंगे। ये प्रोडक्शन के तहत हम वैक्सीन मैत्री को भी आगे बढ़ाएंगे। फोर्थ क्वार्टर में वैक्सीन मैत्री के तहत हम दुनिया को भी मदद करेंगे और कोवैक्स में भी हमारी जिम्मेवारी निभाएंगे।
But can India afford to export yet? The vaccination rate needed to vaccinate 60% of the population with both doses is 1.23 crore doses a day. The projected supply for October is 30 crore. According to which a sustainable pace for the month would be 96.7 lakh doses a day. This is below the needed rate of vaccination and raises the question of whether there is any surplus available for export. India's U-turn comes days ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to the US for the Quad Summit. The US may also be pressuring India to resume exports to COVAX, according to a report by Axios.com, which quoted a US administration official as saying, "We have regularly been communicating with the government of India in bilateral and multilateral channels to discuss vaccine supply and inquire about timeline for exports."
Although it may be too soon to resume vaccine exports, diplomatic pressure and contractual obligations may be driving this massive change in policy. With Sudesh Kumar Ram, Meher Pandey for NDTV.
Charanjit Channi was sworn in as Punjab's first chief minister from the scheduled caste community. In his first press interaction, the new CM took a dig at the Aam Aadmi Party, saying he is the real Aam Aadmi. The crisis in the state Congress, though, seems far from over.
In the presence of Rahul Gandhi, the first chief minister of Punjab from the scheduled caste community, Charanjit Singh Channi sworn in.
ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਅਤੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਠਾ ਰੱਖਾਂਗਾ।
In an apparent dig at Aam Aadmi Party, the new chief minister claimed to be the actual Aam Aadmi, recounting his humble origins.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਆ ਬੈਠਾ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ।
ਅੱਜ ਇੰਨਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇੱਕ ਚੀਫ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਸ ਪੂਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਰੇਗਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ-ਕਦੇ बरसात होंदी है तो सौंधी खुशबू उठती है ना, ये बड़े अरसे बाद एक सौंधी खुशबू उठी है।
मैं सुखजिंदर सिंह रंधावा
The Chief Minister's two deputies have also been chosen keeping social equations in mind. Deputy Chief Minister S.S. Randhawa is from the prominent Jat Sikh community. The second Deputy Chief Minister, O.P. Soni, is considered the Hindu face of the party. But hours before the oath ceremony, the internal bickering which has thrown the Congress in Punjab into turmoil resurfaced. Senior party leader Sunil Jakhar raised an objection to Congress's Punjab in charge Harish Rawat, saying that the upcoming assembly elections will be fought under Navjot Singh Sidhu.
It was just to avoid any infighting in the party that I raised my concern, and I stand vindicated today when immediately after my tweet Rahulji has taken note of it, or the High Command has taken note of it, and AICC has just held a press conference saying that no, it is not Mr. Sidhu alone, but both of them, Mr. Charanjit Singh Channi as well as Navjot Singh Sidhu ji.
The BJP was quick to seize on this, calling it an insult to the Chief Minister from the scheduled caste community. The new Chief Minister though claimed that he wants to get down to business, addressing hot button issues which it was believed were neglected by his predecessor Captain Amrinder Singh. For instance, cracking down on illegal sand mining.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੇਤੇ ਦਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ, ਮੈਂ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਣ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਫੀਆ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਣ ਆ ਕੇ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਂ।
Day 1 is officially over for the new Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi. He has got a tenure of over 4 months before the Model Code of Conduct kicks in Punjab. Now the bigger question is that will he be able to deliver the 18-point agenda which saw the replacement of Captain Amrinder Singh, and also will he prove to be a masterstroke for the party ahead of 2022. With camera person Pawan Kumar in Chandigarh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
Bengal BJP Chief Dilip Ghosh has been replaced as the party's state unit chief amid a string of switchovers to the ruling Trinamool Congress in the recent days. The 57-year-old has been made a national vice president of the party in a wider reorganization of the leadership. Party MP Sukanta Majumdar has been asked to take over as the Bengal unit chief. The army on Monday said that it was engaged in a major operation in Jammu and Kashmir for the second day in a row following what is believed to be the biggest infiltration attempt by terrorists from across the line of control in recent years. Internet services and mobile phones have been suspended in the Uri sector of North Kashmir since the morning. Officials said an infiltration attempt was detected late Saturday evening, coinciding with the 5th anniversary of the Uri attack in which 19 soldiers were killed.
Operation which has been ongoing for last about 24 hours in Uri, in which we felt that there is an infiltration attempt which has been made. We are looking for them. Are they on this side, or they, after having made an attempt, they have gone back? That issue has not yet been clarified or verified on the ground. But however, I can assure you that we are quite alert. Our troops on the ground are totally alert, and we will ensure that minimal infiltration takes place whenever the attempt is made.